should have thought of this before you broke the contract, Alessandra.
It was a nightmare that would soon come true for me. When my husband finds out that I have broken our marriage contract and fallen in love with him, the same contract Duke Edgar placed in my hands before our marriage.
You will with me every night.
Every night?
I want 5 kids, 1 each year, to carry on my legacy. But you cannot fall in love with me. If you fail, you'll go back to the hell you came from.
Suddenly, all the pain from my past flooded my mind. My stepmother's torture, the fire that stole my face. Escape through marriage was my only way to survive.
So what do you want, Alessandra?
So I signed Duke Edgar's contract. We got married on a no-love condition. I had no idea what was coming.
Are you ready to make an heir, Alessandra?
Because on the first night, when he took me to bed, everything changed. His touch, his kiss. For the first time in 19 years, I felt what love could be. But how was I supposed to hide that feeling from him or from myself? Drowning in emotion, trapped between survival and forbidden desire, I turned to the only place I could confess the truth, my diary. Dear diary, I've fallen in love with my husband, utterly, desperately. And if he ever finds out, if he reads this or sees it in my eyes, he'll end the contract. He'll send me back to that house, that cage, that life. And this time, I don't think I'll survive it.
Alessandra stared at the ink-stained confession. The truth bled across the page like a wound. Slowly, she closed the diary. She returned it to its hiding place beneath the floorboard, pressing it flat and replacing the panel. Her fingers lingered there too long. Later that morning, when she had gone to bathe, Alfred entered to clear the tea tray and linens. He was a quiet man, methodical, loyal. But something gave him pause, a floorboard slightly misaligned. Curious, he knelt and lifted it. His eyes landed on the leather-bound diary. He hesitated. Alfred had served House Collins for decades. He knew the look of something not meant to be found, but duty is a blade with 2 edges, and his master's safety was paramount. With reluctant fingers, he opened the book, just a single page. Then he closed it. His face paled.
Enter.
My lord, you should read this.
The Duke's fingers brushed over the worn leather. Even before he opened it, he knew. He had felt it too. Something forbidden, something fragile, something dangerously close to love. And he began to remember how it had started 2 months ago.
Are you your daughter, or just one of your cows?
Duke Edgar Collins said dryly to the overeager mother, presenting her daughter like prized livestock.
I beg your pardon, Duke.
Gripping her daughter's arm as the other party guests turned toward the exchange.
I've already told you I'm not interested in marriage. And yet you continue to parade your unfortunate daughter in front of me. Love is a lie men sell to trap women in cages. I have no use for it.
The Duke had already been bombarded with 3 eligible maidens that night, and his patience was wearing thin. He might have been the most eligible bachelor in town, But he was a man of principle, and he found desperate mothers repulsive. If he ever married, it would be for strategy, not love. Love was for fools. He'd learned that early, which of course only made him more desirable. Of course, he enjoyed the pleasures of the flesh as any young man in society did. But even those dalliances came with complications. The mother clutched her necklace, scrambling to recover.
Duke Edgar, I would never. The mere accusation is appalling. Forgive me, but we were under the impression you were on the market again.
Duke Edgar raised an eyebrow as he scanned the circle of women now orbiting him like vultures.
And what poor fool told you that?
The woman's cheeks flushed red.
His Royal Highness, the King himself, said he couldn't wait to see you with a duchess on your arm.
At the mention of the king, the vein in Edgar's neck twitched. Though His Highness had the grander title, Edgar owned nearly as much land. Their rivalry had been simmering for years. Friendly, public, and full of petty sabotage. This rumor was just the latest move.
I see. With all due respect, I'd rather marry my horse. Good evening.
A stunned silence. He tossed back the last of his drink and walked to the nearest window, jaw tight. Duke Edgar Collins was the only son of his father and the sole heir to vast, almost mythic lands. He lived like a king, and thanks to his ties to the crown, he moved like one too. Women didn't just want him, they wanted the title, the legacy, the power. Becoming a duchess meant ascending to the most enviable position in the realm. Even his coldness didn't stop the offers. If anything, it fueled them. He was said to be sharp, dangerous and unyielding. But once his father passed, the fear seemed worth it. Edgar exhaled, watching his breath fog against the window pane.
It's going to be a miserable evening.
He felt like a man trapped in a viper's nest, and every snake wanted a ring. Edgar had no idea why he agreed to attend the Baron's party. Desmond Barrett was a man he barely tolerated. His empire was crumbling, and Edgar couldn't imagine why a man on the brink of bankruptcy would throw such an elaborate event.
Duke Collins!
The man himself appeared. Baron Desmond, grinning far too widely.
It's an honor to have you here, Your Grace. Baron. So kind of you to grace our little soirée. Save it, Baron. You know why I'm here. Unlike the king, I'm not convinced you're useful to our cause.
He was investigating the disappearance of several young women in the region. Desmond had sent a note, claiming he had information, asking Edgar to speak with him here. Edgar saw through it immediately.
Of course, of course. But what kind of host would I be if I didn't offer you a drink?
I'm not here to drink. I have about as much patience for liars as I do for criminals.
Grabbing Desmond by the collar as several guests gasped.
If you invited me here just to parade me in front of your guests, I'll have you hanging by sunrise.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
His eyes burned.
You're wasting my time. And it wouldn't take much to snap the neck of a thin, aging little man.
I have information. I swear, it's upstairs.
Good boy. I look forward to hearing it. Now get the hell out of my sight. I'll need a smoke. Alone.
The garden is off limits to guests. But for you, of course, it's open.
Edgar pulled a cigar from his coat pocket as he stepped into the cold. He had a feeling this night would require relief. The air bit at his skin, sharp and bitter. Still, he'd rather freeze alone than sweat beside another desperate mother.
Should have brought 2 coats.
As he moved past the stairs, he spotted a young woman hurrying into the shadows, hugging a thin coat tightly around herself.
A bit light for this weather, isn't it?
She halted, tensed. She didn't turn.
The party is inside.
I'm aware. Don't tense up like I don't know who you are, Alessandra. Who else wears a mask in the Baron's home, besides his allegedly cursed daughter?
I'm shocked you know who I am, sir. And that you haven't run. Are you scared of me?
No, trust me. I've seen worse than masks.
That cigar's gonna kill you.
Good. Might speed things up. Are you scared of me?
Not really. I hide in shadows, remember?
I don't know much about court life, or who you are, to be honest.
Right. Edgar Collins. Just Edgar is fine.
She finally turned, startled.
Duke Edgar Collins? Rumor says you're here to marry... for my stepsister Kate, I imagine. She is a beauty.
I'd rather die. No offense. The women in there all look like dolls from the same box. I'm not one for love. But if I was, I wouldn't be interested in ceramics.
She laughed, short and surprised. He didn't smile, but his eyes flicked toward her. Then she stepped closer.
What about me? If I asked you to marry me, what would you say?
The question hung in the air.
What none of you seem to grasp is this. If I did marry, it would be loveless. I was never interested to begin with. But the rumor's out there, and it's spreading. No guarantee you wouldn't fall anyway. Women are always so emotional. Trust me, the first sign of my affections in women crumble. That's why I'm resigned to a loveless marriage. It always complicates things.
You underestimate me, Duke. What if we had a contract?
He turned toward her, their eyes locked, mask to maskless.
If I may speak plainly, I'm a leper here. Cursed, kept in shadows. I want out, I think. You do too.
Did your father send you?
My father has no idea I'm here. He'd be furious if he found out.
So this is your idea, Alessandra?
Yes. This offer has nothing to do with helping him. I don't want love. I want escape. I want freedom. I want out.
Is your father marrying you off to some crusty old count? Must be bad if you're asking a stranger to marry you.
I am dying within those walls. Neglected. I don't care for your looks, Duke Edgar, nor your money, frankly. I see you as an escape. I've heard the king wish for you to get married. You seem to have zero romantic interest in a wife, and I could be a suitable choice. Our goals may be aligned here. We'll never expect love from one another, and never be responsible for each other outside of marital duties. Is this agreeable?
Edgar had finally started to believe Alessandra. Still, he wasn't looking to entertain the idea of being married to her just yet.
It isn't hard for me to find an actress to play the role of my wife.
If it were so easy, you would have done it already. If the king set this up to toy with you, choosing a wife like me will surely drive him crazy.
You're sharper than I expected. The rumors about your reclusive nature are clearly false.
Alessandra didn't break his graze.
And you are said to be a monster. But you seem almost human to me. I do what I must to survive. If my terms are not agreeable, I shall leave you be.
Meet me at my estate tomorrow. We will discuss this further, and then I will give you my answer.
Alessandra couldn't believe he was considering it.
Your estate? You know, I don't usually travel that far from home.
Then consider it a test. I want to see how serious you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to retire for the evening. I bid you good evening, Miss Alessandra Barrett. Hopefully, we shall see each other soon.
Duke Edgar?
Kate Barrett stepped into the garden.
Who are you speaking to?
Her eyes flicked between the Duke and the girl vanishing down the path.
I hope she didn't offend you, Your Grace.
She said sweetly, but her smile didn't reach her eyes.
She didn't offend me. Unlike your father.
Well, good. If there's anything we can do to make your evening more enjoyable, you and I would make a striking pair. Powerful, beautiful.
Edgar stared down at her hand, then swatted away.
Tell me, Kate, is there some misconception that I'm looking for a wife who can perform like a courtesan? Not all men are weak to a well-practiced pout. Your efforts are futile, and for the record, I've received a far more interesting offer this evening. Now, if you'll excuse me.
He turned and left her frozen in the cold, alone with her fury.
I can't believe I got caught.
Alessandra muttered to herself as she leaned up against a tree, far out of anyone's sight. She knew the affections Kate held for Duke Edgar, and should have known her sister would have come looking for him. Alexandra could only pray that Kate had heard nothing from their conversation, for she knew that Kate would not hesitate to spread rumors and gossip.
Please don't let that be the case.
Alessandra wished she could have stayed to hear what the Duke and Kate were talking about. Would Edgar tell her about Alessandra's proposal? Would they laugh at her expense?
To listen to the full audio series, install the Pocket FM app now. Link in the description.